It's March 26, 2024, and it's 3 days before the sacrifice of the red heifer on Good Friday. Now, just stop for a minute and think about this. It's Good Friday, and the sacrifice is apparently to occur at 3 o'clock East, not Israel time. That's the same time that Jesus had died on the cross at 3 o'clock Israel time. Think about that for a moment. Let that sink in for a moment. There's something to this that just the those who planned this sacrifice of the red heifer, we know that the blood that was shed at the cross was the real sacrifice for sins. We know this to be true as those who believe in Jesus' sacrifice at the cross. Now, there's obviously something real deliberate in the sacrifice of the red heifer at 3 o'clock on Good Friday to have this occur on the 29th of March 2024. Now, I haven't seen any posts about this on YouTube. I haven't seen anything like this, so you're hearing it from me. I just want you to process this for a moment. Good Friday at 3 o'clock, the same time, as far as we know from our calculations, that's the time of Jesus' sacrifice at the cross. Now, according to the lunar calendar, that would be Israel, the Jewish calendar, that would be that would be what we know is accurate. Now, there's a lot to say about the Jewish calendar, but let's just go with it for a moment. Good Friday, 3 o'clock, and the red heifer sacrifice occurs. The same time Jesus would have died on the cross 2,000 years ago. If there's something that doesn't happen from this point on, I don't know what to say. Those who want to know more about what could come of this, we should watch these next, between now and that occurring. I would say watch for what could come of this. That's only 3 days from now. Jesus arrived 3 days later. That got peace and did from the 4 hours later, and then resurrected from the grave, and then was seated at the right hand of the Father shortly after he resurrected from the grave. Of course, there were witnesses that saw Jesus after he resurrected from the grave. That being said, you can get into Pentecost and we could go on from there, but let's stick to the point. For those who believe in the rapture of the church, what would anger God the most? Could you try to imagine for a moment that this would be a mockery of Jesus' sacrifice at the cross? That the red heifer would be sacrificed on Good Friday? Could that be something to consider? Whether you're a pre tribulation rapture believer, post trib, mid trib, it really wouldn't matter at this point. Can you see the point in this being a mockery of the blood that was sacrificed at the cross, having it done at 3 o'clock at the same time? I wonder what and why they're doing this at 3 o'clock on Good Friday. Now, I'm just saying, I have my questions. I think they're founded in basically the Good Friday that we all consider as Christians worldwide acknowledge as a very solemn, sobering time in remembrance of what Jesus did at the cross. I just wanted you to take time to process this for a moment. It's a lot. We should watch and see what happens. For those who believe in the rapture of the church, would this cause God to be angry or angered at the absolute mockery of the cross? Could this be what causes God to come out from his seat and show his anger? I don't know what would cause God to come out, but maybe this is it. And would he come out of the clouds, according to 1 Thessalonians 4:16, and then with the loud sound of a trumpet, about shout of an archangel, and the sound of a trumpet, and the dead in Christ would rise first, and those who remain will be caught up with Jesus, and we would be with the Lord forevermore. I just want you to contemplate that for a moment. That's not something that we should shake our heads at. We should really consider what is going on Good Friday. Good Friday is like unlike any Good Friday we've ever had before. And I thought about this long and hard. Like, we should really recognize what's going on. It's one thing to have a sacrifice of a red heifer, but to have it on Good Friday. A lot to say about that. Whew, that's big. All right, that's my commentary for today. Thank you for watching. God bless you.